Hello everyone, this is Buriko Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, where we are continuing on in the 4th chapter of the game and we are now about to prepare for the trial. Okay, so the good thing is that compared to previously, I have skills. So I'm hoping that the skills are definitely gonna help me out during the trial. I think the one skill that I would like is something having to do with the logic dive. I don't think there was any that I saw that I could get that really helped with that. Maybe one. Let me see. These are during like the debates. That just makes me move a little faster. Yeah, no. This one I got through Gundam, I believe. Can I talk? Little showdown, which I appreciate. Oh, this is the only one that was logic dive. It was increasing jumping power, which I don't think that's the most important thing for me. With the logic dive, my struggle is my eyes cannot handle it, I guess. Maybe my astigmatism's to blame. I don't know. It says, an intense survival game awaited at the Funhouse. Right when everyone had their backs to the wall, Nekomaru was killed. The barrier to the final dead room has been broken. And the ultimate weapon rises from its deep sleep, which we still don't know what it is. Okay. So, that's all the skills. And I'm just gonna look through the evidence one last time before I start the trial. Okay, I think we're ready to start.
Now then, let's begin with a sip during the class trial. If you
Okay,
vote
same old,
correctly,
same old.
then only I'll punish everyone beside. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go. Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Oh no.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Well, it looks like the artist likes to have them drooling because they're always drooling or have some kind of liquids coming out of them.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Bruh.
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Oh, okay. That's her way of saying I'm not that easy.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely.
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
She's forgetting the fact that our last two killers were female.
You're the cruelest one here.
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously.
Why would you call them a lover's quarrel? Those two as a ship? Never.
We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
I'm worried because someone's been very quiet this whole time. And I really don't want to hear him open his mouth, but you know he's going to.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
Oh boy, it's begun already. Oh no.
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what the weapon is just by looking? It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably the hammer, right? Yep, new looking hammer. It's new looking, y'all.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
Wow.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
No, that's wrong.
I was gonna silence and then I forgot how to silence.
No.
I gotta look at the
Except that
controls.
hammer was the murder weapon.
I'm so rusty on the trial. Every time I come back to a trial, it's been like a long time between them. So I'm like, oh shoot, how do I play this section again?
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body. Just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta.
Baby gangster? Me?
Just so y'all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Uh-huh.
I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Sure.
Seems that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The actual weapon has oil on it, but if it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it, it's a broken pillar.
See. The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon! Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar!
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Yep.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Yep. They did.
Yeah, that pillar was pretty frickin' heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
That would be a weird way to do it.
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
And then they even had the nerve to have the dramatic music for that split second.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. The word suicide. Because of the 4th killing in the last game. No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yeah.
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Okay. Wire, goodnight button, oil on the floor, tipped over pillar. Why? I'm not sure. Maybe the oil? No.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
I'm not sure. The killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping over that pillar. Is that really it? Hold on, I gotta look at... What else
There's
do we
no
got?
need to lift that pillar.
Oh, pillar
If the pillar
fragments.
was not lifted,
It couldn't... Yeah, it was in
beating him with it is
pieces.
beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his
Ah,
head and
missed.
bullseye.
I think that was it.
Even I could probably tip it over.
I'm not 100%.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
Okay. Has to be what Sonia
There's
said
no
then.
need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
No, that's wrong!
Okay.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the
Yeah.
pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
Oh. I don't know what I thought we were going with. I think I was thinking that, oh, they couldn't, like, wasn't the pillar already... Yeah, it was already crumbled if it was underneath him.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
Oh.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
No. Like, no.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Because I'm super smart and I noticed everything.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, the same as usual.
Here we go.
You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you?
Yeah, you're being even more douchier than usual.
How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
I'm just happy I don't have to voice him during the trial. Thank you, hallelujah.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Which we still don't know what it is.
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
Oh, Gundam, never change, buddy. I love him.
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst, which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
Oh my gosh.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark davas of destruction.
Oh my god, she's just feeding into it. They're such a cute couple. I love it.
I see.
Oh my god, they're so cute.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Of course you're not.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the Funhouse.
The secret of the Funhouse. Hi, Kiki. My dog came up to say hello.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you?
Doesn't mean they have to be geniuses.
Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Rude.
Except for Hajime?
Uh-oh.
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Why'd she have to say it like that?
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Stop being a pleb.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
Sonia, stop, please. The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Alright. Strange feeling in tower. That's a weird evidence, but sure.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the Funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Oh god, so it is what Sonia said. This whole time we've been thinking the two towers are the same building, but if that was the only mystery, there's no way Nagito would mention it here.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I
Doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Great Tower from Great Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Great Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
Oh, just tell us already, you jerk.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building.
Bow down!
Uh-oh.
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
Well, we were moving from Great Tower to Strawberry Tower, but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
Why?
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it.
It's almost like her saying, let them eat cake.
Just like if there's no bread,
Yep.
let them eat cake.
Sonia, no. You don't want to be like this. I'm not sure. I think we're going to say the oil on the floor.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Okay. Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic the pillar, the body. He could have moved
that was
off
it.
easy as pie.
I missed it. No, there's definitely a hole in what she just said. I need to show her the evidence that contradicts that.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Okay, got it.
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
Happens to at least one person each trial.
It's all right. A fired-up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the secret of the Funhouse. But we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues. Ugh, unfortunately.
Hey, Nagito. I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the Funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
Right.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determine. Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good. It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
He performed the appropriate action in order to learn the secret. Could he be talking about?
I see!
That was weird. It said
You're
tampering
talking
with
about the final dead room, right?
Yeah.
You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it might be faster just to show you.
Why? You didn't take a picture?
At an opportune time,
Really?
found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
Oh, he did take a picture. Okay.
You took a picture?
Yep,
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
see? This is it.
And as he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room.
The first floor, and yet...
But don't you think it's weird? If the Funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Yeah. Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
Oh my god, he's so annoying. I'm gonna talk like your kids, like your little children. What doesn't make sense in this picture? Well, first of all, the forest. So we can see the top of the
You said
trees.
this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then, this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angle suggests it was taken from higher up.
I see. Is that it?
Nagito said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. What doesn't make sense in this picture? The fact that we don't see anything else on the side of this building.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle.
Yep.
Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue? Is he talking about that one time? When he appeared out of nowhere, right? Why, hello there, Hajime. I was like, what? Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up. Had to break up their little date.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
Well,
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already.
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Is that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the Funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor. Using the photo he took, it might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this. No! No, not the logic dive. Wait, what's the... I need the... Hold on. Okay. Controls. Mouse, move, accelerate is control key. Brake is right mouse button. Jump is left. Okay. Jump is left. Woo! That came out of nowhere! Oh my god. I'm going too fast, probably. Hurry. Okay. Do they both exist? Yes, they do. Okay, this is the problem area. Ah. It just appears at like the last second. Ugh. Oh shoot. Ooh. Okay, are Strawberry House and Grape House the same building or two different buildings? I'm gonna say they're the same building. Okay, which way are we going? This way? How are Strawberry House and Grape House positioned? I'm gonna say they're on top of each other. And that explains the height of the picture. Yes! Okay, that wasn't as bad as the last logic dive. Okay, pretty good.
It's all coming together.
Thank you. Thank you. I was worried.
Got it. I know the secret of the Funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There is only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different three-story buildings. They're actually one six-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Where Strawberry House is located, the floor's above Grape House.
See! On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the fourth floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap! I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is four-sided.
And Grape House is six-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we had perceived them. And it worked, didn't it?
Yeah.
Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the Funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
Mm-hmm.
You've just been Kuma'd!
Really?
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Then, it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple.
Wow.
Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
She's so annoyed by you. Let it go, man.
I'm gonna...
Hold on. There's one thing I can't remember. Oh, it's space key. Got it.
Hurry
Oops.
up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
A dummy? What?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
Oh, he's crying. Oh, poor little Soda. A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed? Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? But is something like that even possible? That's dumb. There's a simpler
I'm gonna solve this
explanation.
mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
No, that's wrong!
It's interesting that we're using the same truth bullet, too. That we used before.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said...
Not just that, the parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too.
Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built the dummy.
Uh-huh.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
She's not joking.
You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
Oh my gosh, she really wanted him to be the killer so he'd be out of her hair. Oh, savage.
I'm even more disappointed.
Oh, just let it go, man. Move on.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
Do we actually have to solve this? Come on now. It's so obvious. A device like that? A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. Oh my gosh. Why do they have to pad this out so much? I feel like I've seen that before, and I've been in one several times in my life. Alright, let's do this. Oh, this is such ridiculous. Okay. You're just gonna torture me now. Okay, remind me. Catch, release, explode. Right mouse button. Alright. Yeah, this is the most obvious one ever. Can't believe they're doing this. It went from 0 to 100.
You must be talking about an elevator.
Oh, Jesus. Yes, let me just do this stupid little puzzle in order to figure out that one word.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
Mm-hmm.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
Huh?
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing they all have in common, they were all on the floor.
I see! Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change? And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer.
Just tell us.
The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
There's something unique about that elevator. Only the floor moves.
I see! So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
To trick you.
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified.
It's a fun house, remember?
It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Duh.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
That's creepy. No. What are you doing? I thought you all were siblings.
Wait, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Yeah.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Him and that ultimate weapon again. What is it?
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
Only he would say it so dramatically.
What does this mean?
I agree. What does this mean? If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How could I break through this contradiction? I think this is what Nagito made Kazuichi do in the elevator with the compass.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, If the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning...
It's clearly contradictory.
Wow, you two are such a couple right now.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
His face. So Gundam and Sonia have matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but is that really correct? And how interesting and ironic that it's Kazuichi's word who will break their reasoning.
The two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's wrong! The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Oh, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side.
It's really cool though.
Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
That's kind of freaky and kind of cool.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
Now, I will say this is the one part of the trial where you really have to think out of the box. And if you're like me, who's not like good with mentally figuring out geometrical shapes and art and stuff, then this part will be a little difficult for you. What an octagon means, of course, an eight-sided shape.
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
They covered this in school. Shut up.
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
Yeah, this is the part I'm like, I don't know. This, right here. It doesn't make much sense in my brain, even though I know there's an explanation for it. I'm thinking it's here. 1, 2, 3. Or is it here? It's like, I think it's here though.
Here! You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house?
Yeah, I'm not good with this.
If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
Sure.
That's basically the gist of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learned?
Yeah.
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse.
I still think this is a stupid term for it. The ultimate weapon? Like, no.
Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
It's weird.
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the Funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, it really doesn't. The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does that mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? Alright. I think we have reached our halftime. Yeah. Well, I think we'll be leaving this episode right here, you guys. Thank you so very much for watching. This case is just gonna get even more absurd very soon. But so far, the trial's not too hard. It's not too bad. Hopefully the next time they do another logic dive, it will also be a little simple. But anyway, until next time, have a nice day. Bye.